أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Welcome to Study with Hafsa. Today we are going to discuss the architect of freedom, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the man who has reshaped history through his vision. A man of steel. History is filled with leaders, but few have the will of iron. Jinnah used his pen and his principles to win a country, not his sword. He was born in Karachi. Jinnah was a restless soul who wanted to conquer the world of law. By age 19, he became the youngest Indian to be called to the bar in London. He didn't just study law, he mastered the art of logic. He was an ambassador of unity. Initially, Jinnah fought for a united front against British rule. He was hailed as the ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity, but soon he realized Muslim rights would never be safe in a unified India. He saw the future before anyone else did. Because Muslim and Hindu could never live in the same uh, country or unitedly, because they are two civilizations having separate culture, civilization, separate uh, traditions, etc. हजारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, हजारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है चमन में दिदावर पैदा. So the two-nation theory was gave by Qaeda Muhammad Jinnah, which is based on logic, not hate, to the two distinct civilization, different food, different hero, different religious ideologies, a theory that eventually changed the world map forever. And because India and Muslim are two nations having two different civilizations completely opposite to each other, their way of living, their way of wearing, their way of marriage and divorce, everything is different, and Muslims have their own identity and the uniqueness which could not be neglected at any cost. So the only solution is the two nation theory. Why the British feared him? Because he was the man who was uncorruptible, the legal master, and having iron will. No political pressure could shake his resolve. Point of no return. On 1940, at the Lahore Resolution, the dream got a name Pakistan. Jinnah gave the dream of Pakistan idea, the point of Pakistan at Lahore Resolution in 1940. And this is the important MCQs often asked in exam, that when Lahore Resolution occurred is in 1940. So Jinnah declared that the time for talking was over. It was time for action. Now we want action. We want Pakistan. It was Qarada de Lahore. It was Lahore Resolution, but British made it span, writing it into the newspapers named as Pakistan Resolution. They make it as fun, but we take it as we accept that yes, this is Pakistan's resolution and we want Pakistan. खुदी को कोई बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले, खुदी को कोई बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले, खुदा बंदे से उठ पूछे बता तेरी रज़ा क्या है. In Quran Pak, this share is translated, this poetry is, this stanza is translated as, uh, I used to explain it with the help of Ayatul Quran, that Allah Ta'ala says in Quran that a man, nothing is for man but for what he tries. So a man only gets for what he tries. So we have to determine, we have to aim, we have to work for our goals so we could have it and we could achieve. Same is a concept explained by Nabakmal in this stanza, that raise your selfhood so high that before every degree of avoidance of ask what is your will, mean God helps you out of that. God helps you achieving your goal. His faith and health. He sacrifices life for us. Jinnah was dying of tuberculosis while fighting for us. He kept his medical reports locked in a drawer. He knew if the British found it, they would delay independence until his death. He literally gave his lifeblood for our flag to give us life of day and night with tuberculosis, just to give us freedom, to give us the country where we could work and where we could live according to Islam, where we could have our identity, where we implement justice, where we implement the human rights, where we implement everybody's rights in their civilization, in their identities. And finally, in 1947, August 14, 1947, we have got Pakistan, which is a birth of a miracle. So, birth of a miracle happened, and Jinnah's first speech to promise freedom for every citizen, regardless of faith, a masterclass in human rights. He gave his first speech for freedom, uh, and in which he has declared the human rights for every citizen. And regardless of faith, everybody will have their human rights, and the minorities will have their human rights in our country too, and we will implement implement Islamic laws in our country and make us an example country, an example civilization uh, in our world. This was his dream and aim, to implement Islamic civilization, Islamic culture, and Islamic laws, Islamic principles in our country, and to show the world that this is how Islam told us to live. What is the structure Islam gave us to follow? But unfortunately, we people are not working on it today. Unity, faith, and discipline are the key words and the legacy he has given Ittihad, Yaqeen, and Tanzim. The strength in standing together, united we fall, united we stand, divided we fall. So this is a concept given by Qaeda Azam, that we must be united. United we stand, and divided we fall. We have our firm faith. We must be disciplined. We must be civilized. We must be aimful. We must be optimistic for our goal and to achieve our goal.